Hello everyone, Via here, and in this video review we're going to be taking a look at the Kamen Rider Saber, DX, Seiken Swordriver, and Suiseiken Nagare Emblem, and Lion Senki Wonder Ride book. Oh my goodness, that's a mouthful. But here is the packaging it comes in. It's very large. I had to pull the camera back just to get it all in frame. But you can see here on the front, we got Saber with his sword, Blades with his sword, the driver there in the middle, and the two Wonder Ride books included up there at the top. At the bottom here, you got DX, Seiken Swordriver, and Suiseiken Nagare, all that garbage I just said, made by Bandai. On this side of the box, you got Saber and Blades. On this side of the box, you got Blades and Saber. On the top, you got the driver. On the upper flap here, you just got, oh, it makes noises, and there's all the contents. On the bottom, you just got that same picture and some warning stuff. And then on the back, you just have a bunch of diagrams on how to use the driver and pretty much everything that you can do with this. Okay, so there's a lot to cover in this review, so I'm gonna crack this thing out of the box and we're gonna start taking a look at it. So here is everything that is included with the driver. If you don't know, Kamen Rider is a tokusatsu series, a yearly tokusatsu series. Saber is this year's series, and this is the driver, the main driver used by our main three riders in the show. And this bundle includes not only the accessories of Saber, but also of our secondary rider, Blades. So we're going to put Lion Senki and the Blades' emblem off to the side for right now. We'll deal with those a bit later. Those are what come in the bundle pack. In the regular Seiken Swordriver, this is what you would get in the box. You got the Brave Dragon Wonder Ride book, you got the sword, and you got the belt, and Saber's emblem. Now, also included are belt parts, standard DX belt parts. We'll show those off in a little bit. We're going to put Brave Dragon off to the side, and we're going to take a look at the driver itself. Lots of really nice, I love the look of this driver, honestly. It has so much nice detail. Got some nice shiny gold chrome here at the front on the emblem as well. Now, apparently all of this kind of gibberish here is actually English words written sideways in a strange font. So the way you would interpret this is you would read the words top to bottom this way. I have not interpreted a lot of this. There is some that I can actually make out what it actually says, and I will show that off when we get to it. But I'm not going to translate all of this. Miss Editor and I don't care. If you do care, go ahead and find it. And if you do want to share it, you can post it in the comments. Maybe I'll read it. So we're going to take the sword out for right now. Just focus on the detail here on the main belt section. So you can see here, you got this like nice detail here. Again, with that nice gold chrome, you can kind of see my reflection in there. Very shiny, very nice looking gold. You can see the back of the driver belt here with that same nice textured detail. There's the bottom and there's the top. Now, this component of the driver has no electronics in it. This is mainly just a piece of plastic to hold the sword. So we're going to put this off to the side and get into looking at the sword detail. And yeah, much like all Kamen Rider roleplay toys and most tokusatsu toys, this is not very long. You can see it is a very short, stubby sword. Not nearly as long as it is on the show, but it suffices and it does what it needs to do. So I'm not too unhappy about it, although it would have been nice to see a longer, at least a little bit longer than this, because this is very stubby. Like, I have knives that are bigger than this, so like it's very small. You can see here on the handle, you got this nice black here on the handle along with the trigger. The entire thing is made out of this nice silvery gray plastic that looks really good. Clear plastic, red here for the emblem with that same gold chrome. this whole clear section in the blade is where you will see the lights, silver paint here on the emblem. On the back, on the back of the sword, you have your battery compartment here. The way this works is you would push in that little button there with like a pencil or something, push that in and slide the battery cover down and take it off. This does require 3 AAA batteries to get this working, and those are not included. You will have to get those for yourself. You do have the on-off switch here. And yeah, so let's get to some electronics. So when you turn on the sword, you get this sound. And you can see the blade lights up. Now, with the Saber emblem on, this is the slashing sound you get. When you pull the trigger, you get this sound. And you can see the blade light up red, and it'll stay like that for a couple seconds before fading away. And you can span that as much as you please. And when you put the sword into the driver belt, you get this sound. You get like a sheathing sound. And when you pull it out, when there's no books in there, you get this. So there we go. Now, I did say we would show off the belt parts, so let's bring those back in. You can see they are just red. They got that nice... This has been a common thing with Saber, is this like metallic red plastic on a lot of accessories. That looks really, really nice. You got the flexible belt strap here. This is what the backside looks like. You can see this has an R, this has an L. That indicates that these are the right and left sides. And the way these work is the same as all the other DX belts. You got the clear buttons here and these clear posts. Push them in, and they are spring-loaded to do that. So if you bring in the driver, you can see you got an R, you got an R. Just push the buttons and just lock it in, and that holds in nice and securely. You also get this piece, which is the back plate and just holds the slack. So you can see it's got that nice little textured detail in there, done in the same red plastic. And now putting this together, you're going to want to slide this on. And you can put the belt at whatever setting you'd like. It just snaps in like that. And you can pull this section over. It's a bit tight, but you can pull this section over to hold the slack of the belt like that. So we'll put the sword back in. And we're going to take a look at the included Wonder Ride book. So this is Brave Dragon. This is Saber's main Wonder Ride book. So let's get in close here. You got the nice sticker there on the front with the dragon. It says Brave Dragon. You can see there that says it goes into the first slot. And this is one of the situations where you can kind of read what it says. That sideways text right there says Kamen Rider. So if you can kind of make out, now that you know what it means, you can make out the K, the A, the M, the E, yeah. So I don't know what all of the sideways text means, but if you want to interpret that, you can for yourself. That's what the side looks like. That is what the back looks like. Here's the other side. This is the same battery cover solution as the sword, where you push that little button, remove the battery cover. This does require 2 LR44 batteries, which are included. So batteries for the sword are not included. Wonder Ride books, they are included. Got that bit of silver paint there on the emblem. Your speaker is right there. On the bottom, you have your activation button right there. That's what the top looks like. So when you push that button, you get it says what it is. It is Brave Dragon. And you can open up the front cover of the book to reveal this sticker in here with the nice flaming dragon and a QR code. I really like the way these books look in the artwork. And you can see you have all of that. I'm not going to bother looking up what all that is. Miss Editor, if you want to try to interpret that, I'm sure it'll be on the screen right now. Okay. Thank you for that, Miss Editor. Now, when you pull the book all the way open, it will depress a button and you will get a new noise. So you get that noise. And that's pretty much all the Wonder Ride books do on their own. But if we bring the driver back in, you can see this goes into the first slot. So let's do some henshining. Oh my god. Got that nice standby music for the henshin. And to transform, pull the blade out, or pull the sword out, and this happens. And again, that blade will stay lit for a little bit before shutting off. That is a really cool henshin sound. I do quite dig that. So let's put the sword off to the side. We can look at the now open book. You can see you got Saber in there looking really cool. Really like the artwork on these books. That is very nice looking. So that was our henshin sound. Now, the way this driver works is you have 2 attacks with the driver itself, and then 3 more attacks with just the book and the sword. So we'll show those off later. For now, we're going to do our 2 final attacks with the driver here. So to do the first one, you're going to want to put the sword back in. So, oops. Oh, I forgot to show that off. You do get a new, I believe it's a new slashing sound after you henshin. If that's not a new sound, and I'm just an idiot and can't remember what sounds sound like, feel free to comment that, because I've been questioning whether that's a new or a different sound since I got this driver. So, put the sword back in. Now, like I said, we get 2 final attacks. The first one is going to be done by pulling on the trigger while it's in, and then pulling on the trigger a second time. So, we'll do that. Again, get the standby sound. Pull the trigger again. So there you have that. And now our second and final attack is going to be done by pulling on the trigger and pulling the sword out. So those are our 2 attacks with the driver, but we're not done yet. So if you close Brave Dragon, pull this out, put the belt off to the side, we have 3 more attacks that we can do with this guy. So these attacks will be done by scanning this emblem here with the sword. And they do this in the show, so you'll hold this up to there until you get a confirmation noise, and then you'll pull the trigger. Not right now. So, scan number 1. So that was number 1. Now let's do 2 scans. So now let's do 3 scans. So there you go. So I'm going to put the sword back in there for now. That is what is included with the base Seiken Swordriver, and that is everything you can do with just that. But I, as you know, got the bundle. So let's take a look at the other included accessories. So we'll put Brave Dragon off to the side, and we're going to need... Thank you. We're going to need the sword. Now, you just going to want to take the emblem and just take it off. There are these 2 little spring-loaded clips in here that just hold the emblem in place, and that just snaps in just comes right out, because we're going to switch to Blades' emblem. Now you can see Blades' emblem here is designed differently with this very long sort of water flowing kind of effect here. And you got Blades' symbol there in a nice shiny silver chrome. Looks very nice, pops against that blue really well. Now to switch these emblems, the way this works is it does have a scan, a little chip in here. And you just scan that on the tip of the sword the same way we did the books. So let's see what this does. So it says Seiken Nagare, and then you just snap that on there, and you are now Kamen Rider Blades, and you do get a new slashing sound for the sword. And you can see it switches all the lights to a nice blue. And if you ever want to switch back to Saber, you can just take that, and it is scannable just as well. And this is the sound you get. Seiken Rika. You can just snap that on there. And there you go. For right now, though, we're going to go as Blades. Put this back in the driver. And now we'll take a look at Lion Senki. So this is Blades' main henshin book. You can see got that nice sticker there, Lion Senki. Got the lion there. It goes in the second slot. All of the plastic on these Wonder Ride books are the same mold. So all of this detail is exactly the same as what you saw on Brave Dragon. All of these books are the same, and you can see just there for a comparison between Lion Senki and Brave Dragon. All of the plastic molding is exactly the same. It is just the stickers and the noises they make. So when you push the activation button on the bottom, you get when you open the book up, you can see the lion right there on that sticker. Another QR code. If you want to scan that, you can go ahead and scan that. Inside of the cover is exactly the same. And if you open the cover all the way, you get so you get that noise. And batteries are also included for Lion Senki. It requires 2 LR44s, and batteries are also included. So let's bring the driver back in. Let's henshin. Got a different standby sound with the Blades emblem there. And henshin. And there you go. You've now henshined into Kamen Rider Blades. Got that same slash effect sound there. Let's take a look at the open Lion Senki. Got a nice picture there of Blades. You know, he's like grabbing at you, or grabbing at the water, I guess. Very cool. Very, very nice artwork. Love that. So let's get to our attacks. Another new standby sound. Really like this one. So now let's remove the book and get to our scans. So here we go. 2 scans. Oh. I've had that problem with mine. I'm kind of glad that happened on camera. I've had that issue with my sword where occasionally it will just completely reset itself. I did not hit that switch. It just completely resets. And you heard that it said Seiken Swordriver again. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Maybe mine is just a little bit wonky and maybe yours will not have that problem, but I am glad that happened on camera. I was thinking about it and I was going to mention it if it didn't happen, but there we go. So just be mindful of that, that is something that has happened to mine. I haven't heard of other reviewers pointing that out, but I've been having that in like the few days I've had this. So let's get back with our 2 scans. And now finally 3 scans. So, there you go. So that is it for my review of the Seiken Swordriver. I really like this belt. This is the first Kamen Rider review on my channel, and I hope to do more because I love these belts. These are great. I dig the Wonder Ride books a bit more than I thought I would. When I first saw these, I was a little hesitant. I do really like these. They're pretty cool. And the belt is just a really fun belt. Something I did forget to mention is this belt is very small. If you are an adult, you will not be able to fit this belt. I am one of the skinniest people I know, and I was not able to fit this belt at all. So, there are ways around that. You can buy the belt extensions from Bandai themselves. Those are on Amazon. I'll drop a link down below to those. Or I've seen people just use like a shoelace to tie it around their waist, and that works too, whichever way you have a preference to. But yeah, do I recommend this belt? Absolutely. It's a really fun toy, and these are addictive. The more you can get of the Wonder Ride books, the more fun you're going to have. I got a 3rd Wonder Ride book with this order that will be the next review after this one, so stay tuned for that. But you know, the more of these you have, the better. And it's just a really fun toy. Really, really fun if you can actually wear it. So that about does it for the review. Again, I will have a link to purchase this belt. I don't know if this specific combo is in stock. I got mine from Hobbylink Japan, and I will link to their site in the description down below. If this bundle is not available, I will link the separate purchases of the Seiken Swordriver and the Lion Senki and Suiseiken Nagare Emblem, because they can be purchased separately. So if this bundle is not available, I will link to both of those in the description right underneath my social media pages, my Twitter and my Instagram, and also my Twitch. I don't know how much I'm going to be doing on Twitch, but I'll keep linking it. So if you want to follow there, go ahead as well. Thank you so much to Miss Editor for editing this video. I'm so sorry for all the translations you're going to have to do, Miss Editor, but she was excited for this video too. We've been watching Saber together. It's a pretty good show. I really, really dig the show, and I really dig this belt. So that about does it for the review. I will see you guys in the next video. I've been Inovia. Bye-bye.